Hey everyone, today we're taking a close look at Silent Salt Cookie. Obviously, he's meta, but is his strength over the top and game breaking, or is he just strong but not OP? We're gonna see what makes him so powerful by testing him inside Beast East, the Kingdom Arena, and some other things. Before we dive in, a big thanks to Dev Sisters for sponsoring this video. That means this video is gonna be extra special. It's time for a general overview of his skill. Now, I know you all hate it when I read out the skill word for word, so this time I'll describe it without all that jargon. Silent Salt is meant to be a DPS cookie similar to Eternal Sugar. When he uses this skill, he starts aura farming. He gets on his horse and performs a long dodge, which is super important for survivability. Then he does an explosion and it deals huge damage. He applies a ton of debuffs, crowd controls with silence, and counters cooldown debuffs. He deals steel damage to cookies but dark damage to non-cookies. I noticed that he has one weakness. His skill is extremely slow, and it takes him a really long time for him to explode the enemies. This is very bad for game modes like Alliance and Error Busters where you gotta use your skills fast. The solution to this would be giving him attack speed. However, I heard some people say that attack speed doesn't work on his skill. It's time to test out whether attack speed actually works or not by using Silent Salt against Master Mode's hidden stage. It's a boss that doesn't attack and it's like a training dummy. For the first run, I put no toppings and no attack speed on Silent Salt. Let's see how fast he uses the skill against the boss. Okay, time for the second run. I put 6 caramel and an attack speed biscuit on him. Let's see how fast he attacks. I didn't notice anything. Now let's put the first and second run side by side and see if there's any difference. Well, it looks like attack speed is completely useless on Silent Salt. In conclusion, don't give him attack speed. Alright, keeping that in mind, let's try him out inside Beast East. The reason why he's meta is because episode 11 was designed for Silent Salt and Charcoal Cookie to be used. They both directly counter the debuffs the levels give. Let's try Silent Salt against 1130 hard mode, and the boss is Silent Salt's Grudge. So the team I'm gonna use has Silent Salt, Hollyberry, Eternal Sugar, PV, and Cream Furret. It's like the most generic team ever, and it's not fully optimized. No Charcoal Cookie either, cause I just straight up didn't use him for this. The Silent Salt I rented for this was using 6 raspberries, which is like the most common build for him at the moment. Let's see if this team I tossed together is carried by Silent Salt or not. Dude, I beat the level first try without Charcoal Cookie. He's definitely top tier in Beast East. Now it's time for the really hard stuff. Let's do 11-1 challenge mode with every single debuff at level 60. Let's see if Silent Salt can handle the max difficulty. He should be able to carry, right? Wait, what the heck? Look at that injury! Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, never mind. Looks like Silent Salt isn't OP enough to beat challenge mode instantly, or any cookie for that matter. Let's remove the injury debuff and try again. So now we're doing a 50 out of 60 challenge point run. Well, that didn't go well. Okay, let's try triple healer this time. Cream Furret, PV, and Marshmallow Bunny. I think this is like the best 3 healer combination. Unfortunately, we don't have any more room for damage healers other than Silent Salt. Otherwise, everyone is gonna die. Now let's see if Silent Salt can kill all the enemies if he survives the whole time. Okay, I think that's enough. He's not doing enough damage. I thought he'd do a lot more, but I guess not. So in conclusion, he's not an instant win button. It's time to test him out inside the arena. He's obviously meta, but just how meta is he? The team I'm gonna use is the most common one at the moment. It has Silent Salt, Hollyberry, Eternal Sugar, Doyao, and Shadow Milk. For Silent Salt's build, you can use a 4-liner bypass one, or you can use a Tainted Steel one with bypass. For the toppings, I've seen 2 different variants so far. The first one is just 6 raspberries for the maximum amount of burst damage with a 2-second start. This causes Hollyberry to attack first. The second variant is mixing chocolates and raspberries, so that he has a 1-second start. This causes him to go first instead of hollyberry. Right now, it's unclear which one is better, so first, I'll use 6 raspberries with a 2-second start. My other cookies toppings are pretty generic. They're the ones used from the previous season. Our first opponent is using the really annoying PV team from last season. It doesn't have silent salt, so let's see how badly I clap him up. Okay, so our next opponent's using the same exact team as me. They have a 2-second start silent salt. Let's see what a mirror match looks like. Alright, time to test out the 1-second start build. I have 2 chocolate, 4 raspberry, which is the bare minimum. Our next opponent is using your average arena team without silent salt. Let's see if a 1-second start still works. Okay, time for a huge test. I set my defense to the 2-second start version. Well, I'm gonna attack myself with a 1-second start. Let's see if one team crushes the other, or if it's more evenly matched and it's a close battle. It looks like my 2-second start silent salt beat my 1-second start. That info may be useful in the future. So here's a random silent salt one-shot comp one of my friends gave me. You probably shouldn't use it cause like I'm pretty sure it dies to 1-second start silent salts. So this battle's just more like me messing around and stuff. So we might as well use it against this opponent. They're using your average silent salt team and let's just fight them for fun. So overall, Silent Salt is extremely meta, as expected. Now here's a bit of context. Back when Mystic Flower was released inside the arena, it was completely horrible and like you couldn't do anything about it. But for Silent Salt, I'm sure there's room for a counterplay and stuff. So if you don't have him, you'll probably be fine for a while, I think. And you can hire him in V's Yeast, so that's pretty good. Once again, thank you Dev Sisters for sponsoring this video. If you don't have Cookie Run Kingdom installed, go to this video's description and click the link near the top. It'll take you to a place where you can install this game and you can subscribe if you want. That's all for now.